A survey conducted by Bread Financial confirms, you guys, watch this, that 64% of couples say they are financially incompatible due to differing approaches with their money. Those surveyed also said, here are some of their red flags. Their biggest one was, watch this, gambling at 67% of them. And ooh, this next one was actually, I kind of agree, it is a red flag. Investing in crypto and or Bitcoin. This is at 28% of the people polled said, hey, this is a red flag. Couples also discuss their financial green flags, which include, watch this, paying their bills on time and having a financial advisor. What? This is a survey that I'm going to put in today's show notes because I want you to really see this and really listen to it, because I'm honestly like, ooh, this is interesting. Let me keep going on. I'm going to put, again, I want you to read the survey in its full completeness, but I want to go through a little bit. In this survey, what does it say? What does it say? Found that 1 in 3 couples waited until after marriage to talk about finances. Wait a minute. 1 out of 3 marriages, okay, so this is going to be about 33% to 34% of marriages never talked about money before getting married. And the reason why I think this is the case is because it is uncomfortable to have the hard conversation when it comes to money, when it comes to how they think about money. And to see this here in this study, y'all, this is scary. So this is what I'm going to do. I actually have a free ebook, and it's called How to Have and How to Ask the Hard Questions While Dating. And in these questions, we're talking about, hey, how to prep yourself on how to ask the question correctly to see if you all are on the same page and it doesn't make the other individual uncomfortable with the conversation. So it's about 10 pages long. I'm gonna drop it in today's show notes. I want you to click that link, go check it out. It's 100% free. No upsell, no nothing. Go check it out, because you gotta have that hard conversation. You need to know how much money your person is making before you even really get into a serious relationship. You need to know how much debt they have. You need to know what is their credit score. Well, I don't really care about a score like that, but if you have a 500 credit score, then I need to know why you have a 500 credit score. If you have an 800 credit score, I still need to know, like, wait a minute, do you have a lot of debt and you're just paying that debt back on time? Like, we need to have those honest conversations. So I'm gonna drop that ebook in today's show notes. It's 100% free. Read it when you meet someone, and this is how you approach the conversation with money. Trust me, I'm single. I'm dating. I've had to ask these conversations. Well, I had to ask these questions and have these conversations, because I don't want to get all the way into I'm in love and I find out I'm in love with a woman who is horrible with finances. Now we got a real problem, because that is a deal breaker for me. Okay. Watch this. Salary was the biggest topic they wish they talked about sooner. Now, this was a startling fact to me. On average, the respondents said that they want their partner to make at least, watch this, $29,878. Oh my goodness. On average, people want their partners to make at least, I'm gonna round it up, $30,000. This is interesting to me because the average person in America makes in between $40,000 to $45,000, and the average household income per the census in 2021 was $71,000. And so if this individual is saying, I am okay marrying someone who makes at least $30,000, what is that math? What is that math a month? So if we do $30,000, divide that into 12 gross, that's $2,500 a month. Depending on where you live, $2,500 a month is not bad. Like, it's not horrible. It may be right in that line of this is good. You know, like if you live in Fayetteville, North Carolina, you can get away with $2,500 a month, but you're going to need at least $2,500 a month net. So this was interesting. One of the biggest deal breakers was having personal debt. About 40% of the respondents said one of their biggest deal breakers was dating someone and marrying someone who had personal consumer debt. This is amazing to me, because Why this study came out, moneywise.com, right? Why this study came out is because we're starting to see that marriages are starting to become lower, right? And this is because we're seeing that people are concerned, watch this, about their money. And now what we're starting to see is that some people are not getting married because they don't want to go through the drama with other people, right? And so they did a research just to study, why are people not getting married? Why are people getting divorced? And what's the real reason behind it? And as we're seeing here, it is because of how people are dealing with their money. People are not asking for a lot. Hey, if you're making at least $30,000 and you don't have no debt, like what? I can live with that. And I'm actually for that. I'm actually for that. Now, I do believe that we all need to be making more money than $30,000. I'm just going to be real with you. I'm not saying that you can't build wealth with $30,000, but it's going to be extremely hard if you're settling to make $30,000 a year. I want none of my people, the goal for all of my people, if you're rocking with me, the goal for my people, you should be striving to make at least 6 figures a year. That's $8,333 a month. You should be striving to make at least $8,300 a month, period. You get to 6 figures. Now, I'm not speaking negative about someone who's making less than $29,000, $30,000 a year, but I do believe that we have to start having a very, very honest conversation up front when it comes to money. And what I like about this study is these individuals are not superficial. They're not looking for individuals who are making 6 figures. They're not saying, okay, you got to make 6 figures. You got to be a millionaire in order for me to marry you. What I'm seeing from this survey is that people want people who are just making good decisions with their finances. If you're making $30,000, if you're a school teacher, if you're a firefighter, if you're a police officer, no matter what field that you're in, are you being a good steward of your money? Are you eliminating your student loans? Are you eliminating your consumer debt? Are you saving so you can invest into a home or invest into your future? People are not saying, oh, I got to make $100,000. Oh my God, he better do this. No. People are saying if you're making $30,000, but you're out here racking up credit card debt to go buy shoes and clothes and expensive vacations, no, I don't want that. But if you're out here and you're a school teacher and you're investing well and saving well and building wealth and building your net worth up, I'm all for that. Let's do this thing together. But people are tired of struggling, period. People are tired of living paycheck to paycheck, and they don't want to partner with someone who's also living paycheck to paycheck. And I want to commend you, especially ladies. I want to commend you if you're saying, yo, my man doesn't have to be 6 figures. He doesn't have to be making 7 figures right now. I want to know, does he have the vision for a 6-figure, 7-figure situation? I want to know, does he know where he's going? I want to know, am I marrying a man who is a builder, who is a provider, who is a protector? I want to know, whoever I'm partnering with, we are going to help each other build something tremendously for our families, tremendously for our legacy, for our community, for our church community. And that's what it's all about. And so I want to give you just a couple of things. There's a couple of things, because if you're in this situation, right, and let's say if you're dating someone, let's say if you're single like me, what are some things you should be focusing on? Here's the number one thing as a single person. If you really want to maximize your single season, right? If you really want to not maximize your single season, but if you really want to maximize your marriage season, if you really want to make sure that when you become a couple, you two are a strong couple, it starts with you individually. You have to now maximize your single season. You have to maximize every opportunity, spiritually, physically, financially, you name it. And so I came up with the quiz where I'm going to help you identify where are you in your single season and how can we strengthen that. And I came up with a free quiz that comes with results of like 40 pages that will help you as a single person, teach you and help you how to maximize your single season. I'm going to drop the Singles Blueprint quiz inside of today's show notes. It's 100% free. It will take you 3 minutes to take this quiz. Go take it. And that's going to really help you identify and put a plan together for your life. So that's number one. If you're single and you're watching this, you got to learn how to maximize your single season. And what do you do during this season that's going to impact your next season? All right. So I have a singles quiz. I call it the singles playbook, and you're going to take it. It's 100% free, 3 minutes to take it, 40-page results, all yours. It's going to help you out. Here's number two, as a singles person, when it comes to your money. A lot of people think the money process starts with making money. No, the money process starts with what's the vision for your life. And the vision is going to help you stay the course of when you get the money. One of the biggest mistakes that I made was I started making money, but I didn't have a vision and I didn't have a strategy for when the money came. So when I started getting money, I was throwing it away on strip clubs, out there on girls. When I started getting the money, I wanted to impress my friends. I wanted to be this baller. I thought I had to do all this other kind of stuff, but I didn't have a vision for my life. And I didn't have a strategy that would get me close to that vision. And so for you, you got to sit down and ask yourself, where are you going and why do you want to go there? And then when you identify where you're going, why you want to go there, you got to get a strategy that you put into place that gets you there. So when you do get your money, you're not wasting your money on nonsense. You're utilizing your money to get you closer to your ultimate vision. So number one, you got to learn how to maximize your single season. Number two, you got to get a vision. Inside of the quiz, I show you how to write literally a vision for your life. Okay, so we're going to help you with this on the quiz. I'm gonna put the link in today's show notes. Go check it out. All right, and then so once you get the vision with the strategy, here's number three. You guys, when it comes to money, y'all gotta stop borrowing money. Y'all can hate on me all you want. You can say, Anthony, you're crazy, but you're never going to get ahead if you keep borrowing from your past. You're never going to get ahead. You're never going to get ahead if you keep borrowing from your past. You can't. If you keep borrowing from your 401k, going to the bank and identifying things, you cannot win. You have to stop borrowing money and start eliminating your debt and start really putting together, now watch this, the vision for your money. Because as you can see here, you don't need to make a lot of money. Man, if you're making $42,000, $45,000, $50,000 a year, you can be a net worth millionaire. You easily. But what's the strategy with your money? If you don't have a strategy for your money, if you don't have a strategy for how you're going to utilize this $50,000, how are you going to spend this $50,000, then yeah, you're going to be broke. You're going to be living paycheck to paycheck. You're going to be miserable. You're going to be hurting. But if you're making $50,000 and you have a strategy, I'm going to avoid debt. I'm going to live below my means. I'm going to fully take advantage of my 401k or my 403b. I'm going to invest into a Roth IRA. I'm going to do all these things. And here's my strategy. And I'm going to stick to the strategy. You're going to be successful. You're going to be successful financially. And so when I read this study today, I just found it very, very interesting that 64% of U.S. couples say they are financially incompatible. And when I saw the numbers of what they were saying that they want their spouse to make $30,000, that's not a lot of money. But the biggest problem was what they're doing with their money is the problem. It's not how much money they make. It's what are they doing with the money that they make. And if you're drowning in debt right now, you need to get out of debt ASAP. Stop sitting around waiting for the government, the Supreme Court to see if they're going to forgive your student loans. Get your behind to work. Stop sitting around, ladies, waiting on that man to come who's going to make a lot of money. He's going to eliminate your debt. Get your behind to work. Brothers, stop sitting around and you know you need to start a side business, go get an extra job so you can start eliminating your debt. Get your behind to work. Get off of PlayStation, get off of the video games, and get your behind to work. What are you doing with the gifts and the skills God has given you? What are you doing with the income God has trusted you with? If you're not maximizing the income that God has given you right now, God is not going to bless you with more. Stop investing in crypto. I told people that a while ago. I was like, man, listen, I'm not investing a lot in crypto. I invested some into it a little bit because it was just play money. Instead of me buying some shoes or instead of me spending money on out to eat, I said, all right, let me just put $100 into this thing and see what works, you know? But I never said crypto was my end all be all gonna make me rich. Heck no. I stuck to the principles, to the basis of financing. Not financing, financial literacy. I stuck to the basics of investing. And then I invested into one, my business, next, real estate. Get the copy of How to Ask the Hard Questions when it comes to dating. Also, if you're single, I want you to take the singles quiz. I want you to take the singles quiz. And I really want you to study that. Study the results. We got to start maximizing our single season. And then 3, if you are in debt, I'm also going to link the free 40-page ebook on the ultimate guide of paying off your debt. And I want you to download that. That's 100% free. Because couples, finances should not be a burden to us. Finances shouldn't. We shouldn't. We got to fight other things. We got to fight the enemy. We got to fight the world. We got to fight certain areas in the career field. Our income should not be a burden to us. We should be financially compatible with our base, with our loved ones. That's important. Yo, it's your boy Anthony O'Neal. See y'all next show. Peace out.